So, that being the point, the attitude, as I said, the behavior, which doesn't have much legal bearings, but who cares? This is not going to be given to cops in the future. The it's when someone have access to the phone not once or twice, but throughout the time I'm here, you're gonna listen in this audio record, in this video recording, the plate of a vehicle that was parked there in the middle of nowhere for no reason. You're gonna see. Oh yeah, by the way, that's a random dog, and even though it's a small one, in the middle of the street. Imagine there's some type of crime against Chip, which they just choose to defend. Uh, you would imagine that the the this entire time it has been something happening from that, and if you want my opinion, it's something that because this phone doesn't have any connectivity, it's not connected to anything, doesn't have Wi-Fi or internet, so it has to be someone very close by, which limits the options quite a lot because while all these things are happening, there was nobody that goes by. Potentially some of the criminals beyond there watching from there, but not that far away. Okay? So, while the entire time that I was talking, pointing my face, there was no interruptions. While showcasing the next bus, and holding the phone like this, the most discreet and steady way possible, you'd have about two, three people, about two. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Okay? You'd have the screen of the phone being tapped on. Not lack of space, not everything like that. Just the screen of the phone being tapped on to get out of that. While that criminal was tapping the phone, and while there were other criminals up there in the back, including drug bags, as we know. So that was that. What else? And that's the real victim crimes that I just pointed to you about. Notice how I keep parading and posing for you. You also saw just a couple hungry faces. You might see as well. And I said there's no escape for. They are trying to pose as real victims, which fantastic. We can handle that as long as they stick to that to the end. But I'm just saying that it's already picked. They can try to fulfill it away. It's just gonna be changing a story. So there's that as well. Um, the bus company crimes are rising up to the standards where they going from beyond getting short, kind of like that, drug bikes like that. It going beyond the point of assuring participation to this crime. You see that I mention them all the time and the bizarre things all the time, all the way down to by the way, for the record, don't know what this is supposed to be on those two fingers. No clue. I've been scratching my feet, I think, but I scratched this hand as well. So, not sure. Another crime. Again, we don't dive on macabre crimes. Gonna free up the phone. So just a record to finish as of here, and you're gonna be listening to the audio recording, the video from this point. As for the report, 3 times his phone was turned off after died of battery. So it died of battery and I turned it on 3 times after. This is new. This is not something used to happen. Battery tampering, yes. Draining battery, yes. Accessing the phone as well. But not the phone with battery behaving like this. Okay, this phone has never had the battery removed or opened the back or anything like that. So that would be another bizarre thing to be mentioned collision to when I mention on the list for the other phone. The same thing is happening in this phone, even though that they have no relationships whatsoever. That is that. Another point. And then you see which poison criminals pick. If they say that this was happening since before, if they say they're not. For each word, you're going to have the explanations. Since then, I noticed one of the files was transferred back there at Jelson's place in the morning, which is still probably reachable by here, right? I mean, this is Lamb, so I suppose you can do that, or you can go for the back, you can have some criminal. Tough to say. What I can say is what I said to you: no SIM card, no connectivity to anything. Wi-Fi, even Jelson's Wi-Fi is too far away to connect here, and it's a bunch of trucks anyway. So there's that. Okay. And while you're seeing criminals from here walking all the way over there for no reason, that much is being directed. So that is also that. Beyond it, we have beyond it. You would have the things here. It's trying to move files. You would have the phone tapping on the screen as it's trying to showcase the next step. It's not even an accusation, it's just a precaution. And you're gonna see it again. And now we're gonna transfer the files and gonna keep cross-checking and make sure that all my back is covered. Each new file that I move. So that is that shit. And no, so